AI is all about speed and delivery time. It's not about you trying to sound like you're more knowledgeable. No, it's about how fast can you deliver what you're doing. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the AI tool that you should never use after I have used it. And I'll give you an alternative that you can actually use for that specific job. Here, I'm going to talk about generative AI specifically for marketing. When you look at this, there is a tool called HOLO. I mean, this is the worst. I'm sorry, HOLO, but this is the worst tool that you can ever use. This is being promoted to you to look like it's just you prompting and then you're able to get your brand out there. All those kind of designs for social media that you'd like to promote with the captions, and yeah, the UI looks nice. I've tried it. I actually paid a premium for it, and I just used it for 1 month and I regretted why I paid for it. For those people who know me, they know that most of my work is around branding, and my company actually manages companies or businesses rather, their social media management platforms. We ensure that their digital presence is up to speed. We match the trends that are in the market and ensure that we've packaged their brands or services or whatever it is to ensure that it reaches the audience that they are targeting. And this comes at the expense of time. You know, how fast are you able to deliver the best quality service or package that you've promised your client within the shortest period of time? So that's where AI tools come in, and I tried to use various other applications. Before we were just using Photoshop and Illustrator, and this comes at the expense of time because you've had your own brand that you've the design kit that you've done, and you're trying to work with it, and you know sometimes these clients, you know, there's difference in moods. You have to change this kind of, you know, designs, and really the back and forth comes at the expense of time. Everything is about delivery, speed, time. How fast are you able to actually deliver that particular promise that you gave your client? AI tools come in, and so we chose, let's look at the most affordable within our budget line, and then we pick and then we use it. So we saw lots of adverts from HOLO, and then we chose, let's go with HOLO. I regretted using that thing. You know, that simple prompt which you've already done, that you could give a different platform, let's say even ChatGPT, and it will do for you a nice job. If you take that prompt and give it on HOLO, you'll get a terrible design. You keep on arguing with it. For example, it's a package you've designed, and I would really love to share this, but I unfortunately can't share all this because of client, you know, NDAs. But the thing is, a simple prompt, for example, it's a package. You see, there's a phone. You have taken a phone, picture, it's like this, and then you've given it, and then you've prompted it properly. You want this phone to have a certain, you know, symmetry in terms of design, a certain visuals in terms of the pictures that you'd like to appear to show within this phone, and then the captions you want to appear like this. Can you imagine the logo? You gave it the logo, it will start editing the logo's colors. You never prompted it to do any changes with the logo's colors, but it will start interfering with that. You have to be like very verbose to explain to it, but it still doesn't get it. And the more it does this, what actually happens is that your tokens keep depleting. The minimum tokens you can start using there is like, I think, 30 tokens, right? You have credits of 30 units. So you can prompt as much as you want within that period of time that you've subscribed for that tokens. The more you keep prompting, and it's generating 3 or 4 images, which are not even your intended designs, it keeps messing you. You know, I felt so frustrated because anyways, if it could have solved that particular issue, then I could have stuck in the long run. But you see, this affects you as a designer, especially if you're managing other people's brands. Because look, at the end of the day, it's an investment you've done, and you cannot just dish out designs from an AI tool to a client. I mean, they could do that by themselves, right? There's no point of them hiring you. You have to add some value. So you have to like critically think how you can package and repurpose this content that the ideas that you're having. So a tool like Holo, I totally wouldn't recommend for you to use, and that's why I chose another tool, which is AdCreative. AdCreative is one of the best, though it's expensive, but I promise you it's worth it. First, when you sign up for that AdCreative, you have 12 credits that you are able to use for free. So, of course, they have their own templates over there, which you have to choose, and then it can generate based on that template. But when you have your own products that you're putting over there, then it will creatively think and use all those large language models that are there to come up with something that is new, not exactly what is in the template that they're providing you. The template that they're providing you is just a framework of how the alignment of products or rather services or the texts are going to be composed in that design. But when you actually generate this content or the design that you're doing, it's actually coming out very nice, right? So AdCreative is among the best, though it's expensive, but it's worth it. So this is what I did, I'm sorry, AdCreative, but I used an email first to test, is it worth it? And then after doing that, generated a number of posts for the client for different brands, posted them, they liked them, and then, yeah, I did another email, not the same email ID that I used, because I really wanted, before I put in a huge lump sum of money investment in this, I need to ensure that I've actually generated multiple designs that I can be able to, show as proof of this actually sustainability, or was it scalability of this particular solution that I'm talking about. So I used AdCreative with 5 different emails, meaning that I used at least 60 credits from AdCreative for free with different email IDs just to test it. And then moving forward, I just started paying the $39 monthly that I can be able to use 10 credits. There is other scalable options that you can use depending on the size of brand that you have. So I use it for emergency purposes. If I'm not able to meet certain timelines, then I'm able to come to that particular system and then deliver a client's output. But then there is another one. There's another one which is actually way more affordable, right? This one is called Replit. Replit, I use it. Yeah, it's not actually affordable. It depends with how you define affordability. But Replit, I realized that you can design websites, apps, web applications. You can design presentations, reports, anything that is in the design spectrum. You can be able to build it within Replit. The problem is that it actually Replit repletes Replit depletes all your credits like the way fire consumes what burns in fire very fast into ashes, like very fast. But then you are sure that by the time these credits are depleted, you've actually gotten the output that you desired. You've actually gotten the prompt, whatever you prompted. You said, I needed this aspect ratio, I needed to use this particular product, I need you to use this log. It will actually ask you back, and then you're able to interact with it. Is this how you wanted it? Do you want this kind of mood? Do you want this kind of branding? Do you want this kind of a style? What kind of fonts do you want? So it will give you those kind of options that you're able to use when you're actually building this. So number one, don't use Holo. Unfortunately, it's not the best. I don't know how other people are reviewing it, but that's up to them. They've not paid me to speak bad about them. I'm speaking about it because I think there is still room for improvement. You shouldn't be promoting such thing like that when you're actually doing the opposite, right? You're promoting it as the best AI tool that designers can use, brand houses can use. And then you find that when you start using it, it's actually developing something that is substandard. Terrible, right? Use AdCreative if you have the budget, and Replit if you also have the budget. If you don't have any of those, just stick to Photoshop or Illustrator the way you're using before. Before you select any AI tool, look at what they are promising you. Are they able to deliver upon their promise, right? If they're telling you that this is the best tool that you can use for graphic design, if this is the best tool that you can use for vibe coding, you want to build web applications, if the best for research, are they able to actually, give that proof? Because, when you're using these AI tools, it's like you are outsourcing skills elsewhere at a certain price. What is good about this is that it is actually democratizing design. This is a discussion for another day, which I'm going to be talking about designs and how you shouldn't be critiquing people who are actually doing the real work. See you in another video.